with you some tips for a lockdown birthday. We have just celebrated my husband's 30th, and of course 30 is a big year. It's a year where you want to be going out, you want to have a nice family restaurant meal, you want to maybe go out for the day or even the weekend, but of course here in the UK we are in lockdown and we weren't able to do anything. We weren't even able to invite family in, friends in for a nice party in our house. It was just us celebrating his 30th. So I wanted to share with you some tips that we did here that made it feel that little bit special and made it feel like it was actually his birthday. And at the end of the day, he even said, this is one of the best birthdays I've had, and I won't look back and remember that, oh, it was in lockdown. I'll look back and remember all of the memories that we've made. So these are very simple tips, they really are. So let's get started and start with tip number 1. So the first tip is to decorate. Now, me and my husband don't usually decorate for each other's birthdays. Of course we do for Rose, we do for our little one, because obviously you do for kids, you decorate the house, but you don't tend to do it for each other. But it was his 30th birthday, so I decided I was going to decorate this year, and I went full out with 30 absolutely everywhere. So it was brilliant. It was all black and gold, and it just made it feel even more special. Although we weren't able to have family and friends around, although it wasn't a party, we still decorated and it looked fabulous. So I'm going to put some pictures here of some of the items that I brought, because like I said, I did go full out, but I think going that little bit extra when it's a lockdown birthday just makes it that little bit special. So the first item I did buy was this ginormous backdrop that has 30 all over it. This was brilliant for photo opportunities. I initially bought this thinking we were going to have family around, and we were able to have family around, but of course that wasn't meant to be, but I still put it up and we still used it, and we actually brought these photo props that I'm just going to pop here for you, and we had lots of fun taking lots of photos, just the 3 of us, and making memories. Of course we had balloons as well, and I brought the big 3 balloon and the big O balloon, and what I did is I just manually pumped them up and just hung them from the ceiling. Of course I didn't have helium, so I just made do with what I could and what we had in the house, and it still looked fabulous. And then I did buy this set that had a bunting in, of course. Cheers to 30, of course you have to have bunting. And then finally I bought 2 light up numbers, of course a 3 and a 0 for 30, which I put on our fireplace. The living room truly looked kitted out, it really did. It looked amazing. It pretty much looked like a party venue, I'm not gonna lie. I did go a bit full on, but it looked great and it made it feel like his birthday, which is what the aim was. The second tip is to buy a really good card. I know most of the shops are closed at the moment, and I know our local Tesco's do cards, I know they do, but obviously they have a very limited stock. Go on places like Moonpig. It is so easy to buy a really nice card. You can even personalise them, especially if it's somebody's big birthday. If it's a 30th, a 40th, whatever it is, even if it's for little children, go on places like Moonpig. You can do it a week before the date so you know what's going on, because you never know, we might not be in lockdown, but if you are, just order it. It's so easy. You can actually have it delivered straight to them as well to make it easier, or of course if you wanted to have it delivered to your house, whatever suits you, but they make it so simple, and for what you're buying and what you're getting, it's actually a reasonable price. We actually brought my husband these 2 big cards, because they're not just standard size, they do big ones as well. I mean, it was his 30th, so of course he needed a big A4 card, which made his birthday a little bit extra special as well, because the cards were extra special. They were personalised, they had photos on them, and they really were great quality as well. The third tip is video calls. Use technology to see your family. Of course you can't see them in person, which you'd rather have. You can't have them round and you can't celebrate as you normally would, but use video calls. Do video calls, chat with people, open presents in front of the camera, and just treat it like you normally would if they were in the room. You can even do things like bingo or quizzes. That's what we did. We actually did a family quiz night, and we did it all based on my husband because it was his birthday. So we did about the year he was born, so 1991, what happened in that year, and then we did a round based on him, what happened in his life. And it was really fun. We had lots of laughs and it was great time. It really was. Although we couldn't see each other, it felt like we were celebrating with each other. The next tip is one that I recommend. If you're going to purchase something for someone, if you're going to give them money, if you're going to give them a gift voucher, buy them something. Especially if they live with someone, buy something off Amazon, get it sent to their house, get their other half, their girlfriend or whoever they live with, their roommate, get them to wrap it up for you, so then they're actually opening something physical, actually opening a gift. Of course, yes, you can give money, and of course you can give a gift voucher, and I'm sure whoever you give it to will be thankful and will be grateful for whatever you give them, because of course it's still nice that you want to give them something. But if you can, I would highly recommend getting them an actual gift. It's really easy these days to use Amazon, or a lot of other places. Just put their address as the shipping address. If they don't live with someone that can wrap it up, just tell them, look, I've sent something to your house, it's in my name, so you know that it's from me, but don't open it until your birthday, because most of the time they're in boxes, so they have to open it anyway, and it just makes it feel like they're opening something for their birthday. And a bonus tip I have for you, especially if you have children, is to do some sort of activity. Now, for my husband, he is a huge nerd and he loves Pokemon. But what I did is I found this Pokemon magazine that had some figurines at the front of it, which was paint your own Pokemon. So I brought that obviously for my daughter. It was designed for kids. It's designed for kids to paint the Pokemon, but I brought it for them to do on his 30th birthday. My husband obviously used to like Pokemon when he was little, so it's a memory for him. And it was great fun seeing them have some quality time together painting up these Pokemon, and they had so much fun. They really did. Of course, it doesn't have to be painting, but the idea is obviously you do something that you wouldn't normally do something different that you actually plan. This was obviously a painting activity. You could do a favourite board game that you don't play very often, maybe do a movie night if you don't normally do movie nights, but do something just that little bit different to what you normally do, and do it as a family, some quality time, and again it feels like then you're doing something special for that person's birthday. So that's it for today's video. That was 4 main tips and then a bonus tip for you, and I hope you found them helpful. I hope that we're not in lockdown for much longer, so hopefully this video will not be needed, but I thought I'd share with you some tips that I used that made my husband's 30th extra special. Even though we were stuck inside, it still felt like it was his birthday, and he even said that he had a fabulous time and he loved everything that we did. So I hope you liked this video. Please give me a thumbs up if you did, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.